We are at Lincoln High School for our Avera Game of the Week between the number 2 ranked Lincoln Patriot boys and the Harrisburg Tigers. The Pats already off and running, 1-0 with a win over their East Side rivals from Washington in this building on Friday. The Harrisburg Tigers opener against Yankton postponed, so this will be their debut. And welcome in the simulcast. Everybody's on board tonight. Fox Sports 98.1 Radio, AM 1230, KWSN.com for the audio stream. We're also on lots and lots of screens. Outlaw Channel 13.2 on television. And then Metrosports.tv, DakotaNewsNow.com. On web streaming, we have a YouTube channel for Metro Sports. We're on Metro Sports Twitter. Hard to miss us, whether you like it or not. John Gaskins with Brad Newitt. Always fun to be in the Lincoln High School Gymnasium. We have a lot of fresh faces to talk about before we tip off and then when they're playing.
Absolutely. These two teams had a lot of turnover, especially the Harrisburg Tigers. All 5 starters have moved on. One with an injury right now as well for them, but they've got a lot of fresh faces, and they're going to have to figure out a lot of new roles on this team. Who's going to be the scorers for them? Who's going to play majority of minutes? And Lincoln had a lot of new going on, too, including a new head coach this year in Luke Hanneman.
Yeah, Luke comes over from the Roosevelt staff under Mitch Begeman. That was an all right guy to learn from the last several years. A couple of state titles in 2021 and 2022. And Luke is back home. He was a Lincoln Patriot on an undefeated team in 2008-09. I remember him hitting some big shots in the state championship game against Huron in the Sioux Falls Arena. Can't believe he is all grown up, and now the Patriots head coach taking over for Jeff Halseth, who was the head man for 15 years and a part of the program for 35. Before we dive into the players and more about these teams, a look at some of the other games going on in the Sioux Falls metro area. In fact, all over the state of South Dakota for AA basketball. It's our Augustana University game slate, Brad. And last night, West Side Story, O'Gorman beats Roosevelt 74-60 in boys hoops. And the number 1 Mitchell Colonels have their opener tonight at Watertown.
Yeah, they finally get things going there, too. And I tell you, a game that's going to be interesting to watch on Thursday night, there's that bottom one, and that's Jefferson and Brandon Valley, 2 teams that both picked up wins in week 1. And, again, we'd like to thank Augustana for sponsoring our This Week and what's going on in AA basketball. Find your bold at Augustana University, where hands-on learning, a vibrant community, and diverse opportunities prepare you to lead and succeed.
Yankton at number 4 Washington tonight. The Warriors fell here on Friday by 10 at Lincoln. Also tonight, a little ESD showdown at Venerable Huron Arena. Brookings is in town. Both teams looking for win number 1. And, hey, I see there that Brandon Valley's all of a sudden number 3 after not being ranked in the initial preseason media poll. But in week 2, our touch mark at All Saints top 5 poll for AA hoops shows the defending champs Mitchell. The top spot, it's theirs to lose all season long. Trust us, it feels like it's them and then everybody else. At least that's how it feels in December. Lincoln number 2, already 1-0. Brandon Valley, an impressive win over O'Gorman last Friday. And the Lynx are into the poll at number 3. Washington slips to number 4. That's down a spot. And Jefferson enters the poll after that victory on the road, an 18-4 run down the stretch to beat Roosevelt in what had been a tight one on Friday.
Well, I think, there's always lots that get sorted out here in these first few weeks. And we know these teams are going to grow. They're going to change throughout the year. Some teams have a lot of growth potential ahead of them because of just a lot of new faces and what they're going through. You mentioned the Mitchell team. Yeah, they've got a lot of returners back from that state championship squad last year. And so they are definitely deserving of the preseason number 1 nod. Let's see how it goes for them here in the early going.
We'll have a game or 2 or 3 of theirs this year, and we can't wait. But tonight, Brad mentioned the words new faces. It'll be a theme throughout the contest. The Harrisburg Tigers and the Lincoln Patriots. It was a whale of a state semifinal game in football. Let's see what they have in store for some December hoops from 41st and Cliff in Sioux Falls. And we'll dive more into these teams when we come back on our Avera Game of the Week. Fox Sports 98.1, Metrosports.tv, Outlaw Channel 13.2, and DakotaNewsNow.com.
All have dreams. At South Dakota State University, we dare to dream big. From the arts to the sciences, students and faculty discover what is possible and solve complex problems, challenging ourselves to think differently and impact our world. With SDSU, reaching to the stars starts on solid ground. Experience our elevated approach to education that prepares students to walk toward their future and build something greater.
Touchmark at All Saints is a full-service, award-winning retirement community set in the heart of historic downtown Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
At Touchmark, we want to preserve the independence that you have.
We want to make sure that every part of who you are is fulfilled.
I would recommend this to anybody. I think this is just a great way to spend your retirement years.
At the end of the day, we're here to live the full life.
This game, Metro Sports TV, DakotaNewsNow.com, and we are thrilled to be on the radio, our high school basketball debut on Fox Sports 98.1, your home for high school hoops for so long in the Sioux Falls Metro, over 30 years, from the likes of Steve Thompson to Craig Maddock, Mike Henriksen. It's great to be with you. John Gaskins with Brad Newitt, and it's time for our South Dakota State University team profiles for Harrisburg and Lincoln. We start with the visiting Tigers, Brad.
Well, we mentioned already, they lost a lot from last year. 94% of their scoring, to be exact, on a team that was terrific last year. 20-4, got third place in the state, and easily could have won the state championship if things fallen their way down the stretch. But they were playing really good basketball, and sent two of their players off to be playing big-time college basketball in the area as well. So it was a very talented squad last year. Now, what do they have to step in and fill that void? We're about ready to find out.
Yeah, you mentioned Jacoby Merman. He's at USF, already playing for the Cougars as a true freshman. He averaged 17 a game, and one of the better players in the state, Braden Van Bachern, a sharpshooter, now at Northern State, averaged 16 a game. And then they lost Cam Phipps, who averaged 12. He was their big man. Maddox Pluck is up at NSU playing baseball. He averaged 7 a game. So, yeah, they lost a lot on a team that won the ESD and Metro conferences. This year's team, though, a totally new starting lineup, but 4 of their 5 starters are 6'4" or taller. That's their average height, and 4 of 5 are seniors. For the Lincoln Patriots, their South Dakota State University team profile, 1-0, as we mentioned, the 10-point win over Washington on Friday. And they out-rebounded the Warriors, Brad, 40-24, and they made 11 three-pointers. Some things never change when it comes to Lincoln.
Well, they were playing really good team basketball here on Friday night, and that's saying a lot for the first game and for first-year head coach Luke Hanneman in his first game, for them to look that sharp. But I tell you, it was a gritty win. Washington's a good team. That was, a nice win for Lincoln to be able to pick up in their first one, and I think they just kind of out-toughed the Warriors in that one.
Luke Hanneman, the new first-year coach over from Roosevelt. Brad, Luke Hanneman was hitting three-pointers in the state championship game as a senior for Lincoln in 2009, a few months before Scott Langrock took over at Harrisburg. He is in his 16th year. We're just a few minutes from tip-off. Our players to watch, our keys to the game, and then the game. All coming your way. Harrisburg and number 2 Lincoln High School Hoops on a Tuesday on Fox Sports 98.1, Metrosports.tv, and DakotaNewsNow.com.
Back to school means back to routine for you and your family. Make Dakota News Now part of your routine every morning from 5 to 7.
And I'll have your first alert to whether you need a coat or a jacket or some extra time to get to work.
Your first alert to the news that happened overnight and what to expect for the day ahead.
Dakota News Now, your first alert station.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed. to our customers, and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
In nursing, where you work matters. At Avera, we build Team Green around you, with a culture that values and supports you. Leaders who listen and care about your success, and benefits to reward the great work you do. The grass is greener at Avera. So join Team Green. Learn more at avera.org/careers.
Experience it all. Follow your academic and career goals and your love for the arts, music, and competition that thrills you. Learn from award-winning faculty and in classes where you are more than a number. Build lifelong friendships at game day experiences and in student organizations for all interests. At Augustana, you don't have to choose. Live and learn in the heart of South Dakota's largest city, where job opportunities, networks of professionals, and a hometown feel await you. Find your bold at Augustana University.
Starting the first bank in One Radio, high school basketball on a Tuesday night at Lincoln, east side of Sioux Falls, right in the heart of Sioux Falls. John Gaskins with Brad Newitt. We're on the radio, Fox Sports 98.1, Metrosports.tv, and DakotaNewsNow.com for the streams. Outlaw Channel 13.2 for the television. Harrisburg and the Lincoln boys, and let's check out our Central Bank players to watch. And we start with the Harrisburg Tigers. Aiden Costain, the big man, a senior at 6'6", Brad.
Yeah, he's a terrific low-post player. Now, didn't play a lot of minutes last year, was a role player off the bench for this Harrisburg team, but he's a physical player inside, great rebounder. I expect them to try to play through him some in the post. He's a great screener as well, so he's going to be really involved in what this team wants to be offensively.
A beast of a tight end and a defensive end on Harrisburg's football team the last couple of seasons, and the son of multiple state championship volleyball coach Ronette Costain. Our Central Bank player to watch for the Lincoln Patriots, drum roll please, it's Sam DeGroat, a 6'6" junior. He's a guard. He can also man up down low at that height. 18 points, 10 rebounds to lead the way for Lincoln in their win over Washington on Friday night, where he shot 7 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 beyond the arc. Was on the JV team last year, but eventually, Brad, he was named the MVP and was one of the top 5 scorers for the varsity. So a lot expected of him. And now our Vern Eide keys to the game. Harrisburg versus Lincoln, just about a minute from tip. Brad, Harrisburg contained the basketball on defense.
Yeah, they're going to be really challenged in this game to do that. Lincoln's really good at spreading the floor, using the ball screen to help get their guards into the paint to get dribble penetration. That was their key to beating Washington here on Friday, was doing just that. And then that's what freed up those three-point shots. It was drive and kick, and 11 three-point makes for the Patriots, but it all starts with containing the ball. If you're Harrisburg, and for Lincoln, I think about sharing the rock, right? This is a Lincoln team that really did a great job of that on Friday. We mentioned their win where they scored 65 points. Here's the thing. They had 12 assists in that game on 21 made buckets. So great job playing some team basketball. If Lincoln can do that again, I like their chances of winning here tonight too.
Patriots ranked number 2 in the state, 1-0 for Harrisburg. Their opener on Friday against Yankton postponed, so this is their opener. Good crowd. The adult section about 3/4 full. The student section only about 1/4 full. Gymnasium in total about half full. Harrisburg in their maroon jerseys and shorts, black numerals, yellow trim. Lincoln white jerseys and shorts, pastel blue numerals in the tip between DeGroat and Costain, each 6'6", and DeGroat for Lincoln gets the hand on it. And the Patriots go right to left. DeGroat against this man-to-man Harrisburg defense. Patriots keeping it around the arc. Brody Schaefer down low to a cutting DeGroat, backdoor, missed it, wide open, battles for the rebound amongst two Tigers, throws it up on the right block, and it was misdirected, a foul early on Harrisburg, 19 seconds into the game. It's on Isaiah Tapp, a 6'6" senior forward.
We talked about Lincoln's dominance on the glass over Washington, and you see it right there on that first possession as DeGroat, 6'6", real active in there, getting an offensive rebound, and now a trip to the line.
DeGroat, a rare miss at the line. He was 85% last year, and then in Friday's win, he was 1 of 2 there too, so he does make the second one, and Lincoln draws first blood 1-0 over Harrisburg. The Tigers moving left to right, Patriots in a man-to-man. Scott Langrock's crew completely new, 5 different starters from last year's team that won the ESD and Metro Conference titles. Lost in a tough game semifinals against the eventual state champion Mitchell. Underneath, Costain has the ball stripped away from him by Luke Kremkes, then tried to recover it and lost it out of bounds. It's Lincoln ball. Harrisburg turns it over on its first possession. And so now the Patriots will go right to left under new head coach Luke Hanneman, a Lincoln guard and forward. He's a tall guy, 6'10", part of a state championship team that went undefeated in 2009 under Robin Burgard. Jeff Halseth took over the year after that. Hanneman the first coach since then. Left corner three, launched back iron miss for Erickson, but the Patriots get the rebound at the top. Brody Schaefer driving the right side of the lane, splitting two Tiger defenders, and fouled somewhere on his trip toward the rack. And it appears it was not a shooting foul, so the Patriots will get it underneath. The whistle was on, I believe, Kroll. Nolan Kroll for Harrisburg. Inbounds pass goes underneath to Kremkes, the big man. He airballs it, misdirected by Costain from about 5 feet away. Costain picks it up. Here come the Tigers left to right. 1-0, Lincoln lead, 1:20 into this Sioux Falls metro area high school basketball showdown. John Gaskins with Brad Newitt. Costain right wing, shot fake on Kremkes, who is face guarding him. Now it's back in the backcourt to Caden Anderson, the point guard. Bounces it inside left block. Costain lofts it over. Kremkes got the bucket and the foul. Harrisburg is on the board, up 2-1.
Just a nice job getting it into the big guy, Costain. We talked about this is a player they want to play through offensively in Harrisburg, and this is going to be a fun matchup to watch tonight. You see Costain scoring inside over Luke Kremkes, who's a good post defender for Lincoln.
His free throw off the back iron. Tapp got the rebound for Harrisburg, but then his pass was taken away from him by the Patriots, so they go right to left, now down 2-1. 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. Erickson top the key into DeGroat. Right of the lane, out to the right wing, and Erickson knocks down a three. It was well guarded, but that was a swish all the way, and Lincoln takes a 4-2 lead early on. Tigers moving left to right. They have scored 1 bucket on their first 3 possessions. Man-to-man Lincoln defense. Tapp at the top. Looks around. Now it's Anderson back right to the wing. Back up top. Now a shot fake. A kick out left corner. Tapp slashing in on DeGroat. Hangs it up from 4 feet. Can't make it. DeGroat the rebound. And the Patriots get the ball up 2. 5:30 remaining first quarter. Brody Schaefer, the quarterback of that state championship Lincoln football team, now part of this Lincoln basketball squad, the starting 5. Will he be even better than his amazing brother Tate, like he was in his sophomore year at football? He has it at the top, dribbling, hounded by Costain, the big man guarding in the backcourt, out of bounds off Costain, reaching in, but not fouling. It'll be Harrisburg ball on the near sideline, just in front of the scorer's table. Schaefer and Kremkes check out for Lincoln. DeAndre Painter, a 6'2 sophomore guard, one of the 2 Patriots that check in, along with Justin Bilal, a 6'4 junior forward. Patriots off the inbounds. Erickson back right. Drives to the free throw line. Pull up off the back iron. Rebound Costain, and a foul whistled on Lincoln as Costain got the rebound. 4-2, Lincoln with the lead, and this is a push on Lincoln's DeAndre Painter, who just checked in. Tap is out for Harrisburg. And I'll be able to identify who replaced him as soon as they get closer, Brad, because we got the dark maroon jerseys and black numerals.
It is not easy to see Harrisburg's numbers.
Tom Frederick would not be pleased. Anderson just bolting down the court, down the right lane. Wild shot. Missed high off the glass. Rebound to Grote, left block. And the Patriots bring it down right to left, still up by 2. Inside 5 to go, first quarter. Man-to-man defense for Harrisburg. Painter at the top of the key off a screen. Dribbling right wing. Now dribbling right of the lane. Spinning. Manning up. And a hook shot off the glass and in over his defender. 2 early points for Painter off the bench. And Lincoln with a 6-2 lead. 4.5 minutes remaining, first quarter. Good crowd from Lincoln, both the adults and the students. Here's a right wing 3, face guarded. A little bit short from the hands of Larson. Rebound Lincoln. Bilal, who got the rebound, brings it down, stripped away at the free throw line. Taken by Anderson, left to right for Harrisburg. Tigers down 6-2, 4 minutes in. Just 1 bucket halfway through the first quarter. First game for them. Their opener was postponed on Friday against Yankton. On the right wing, Larson surveying the court, lobbing it toward the post, batted away by DeGroat. Taken by Anderson near side, deep back into the right corner. Through 2 Lincoln defenders, a bank shot missed on the move by Larson, rebounded by Lincoln underneath. That's Bilal, and here come the Patriots, still up 6-2.
Yeah, Lincoln's size really bothering Harrisburg around the rim so far in this game.
DeGroat slashing from the left wing into the mid post, pulls away and knocks it down from 2. In his white headband and floppy hair, Sam DeGroat showing you why his teammates voted him team MVP last year. It's 8-2 Lincoln.
Well, with 6'6" frame, he's really good when he can get inside the arc there, shoot over the D.
Costain at 6'6", a 3-ball from the left wing off the back iron for Harrisburg, rebounded by DeGroat. He'll take it across the timeline for the Patriots, right to left. 3 minutes remaining, first quarter, an 8-2 Lincoln lead. Harrisburg still in their man-to-man. And Bilal had a piece of him contacted by Aiden Costain, just trying to grab a steal, a hack on the arm, whistled on Costain. His first foul, and Harrisburg's third. Out for Lincoln goes Edison Knoll, a safety and a kicker and a punter on the football team, a returning Patriot. Brody Schaefer back in, inbounding, baseline. Takes the handoff left wing, and off the back iron, rebounded by Tapp, and Lincoln gets another shot at this. And to the right baseline, Tier trying to muscle his way underneath, back up top. DeGroat left of the key 3, in and out, good look. Tipped toward the right corner, taken in by Painter for Lincoln. The Patriots get another shot. 2.5 minutes remaining, first quarter, up 8-2. Painter spinning right past 2 Tigers, down the lane, lays it in with the left hand. Painter with 2 early buckets off the bench, 10-2 Patriots, and Scott Langrock has seen enough. He calls a timeout. 2:26 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 30-second break, so we'll keep it right here. Lincoln on a 9-0 run and leading Harrisburg 10-2, Brad.
Yeah, well, Lincoln's, first of all, doing a really good job on the defensive end of the floor. They're contesting their shots with length and size and then controlling the glass. This was the key for Lincoln in beating Washington. We mentioned, Lincoln dominated that game on the boards. They're doing it early in this game as well. And for Harrisburg, they've just got to settle in here. They seem to see the ball go through the net a little bit, right? 2 points here in about 5.5 minutes, and their offense just hasn't gotten on track yet.
Scott Langrock, even though he has 5 new starters and he replaces so many horses from last year's 20-4 squad that took Mitchell deep into the fourth quarter before the Colonels won that and then the state title, he says what he is excited about this team and what he wants out of this team, move the ball and move away from the ball. They had such talented individuals last year who could create their own shots like Merriman and Van Bachern, and he's going to look for a little more spacing and, for lack of a better term, team-oriented ball this year.
Exactly. They need to create shots for each other rather than trying to do it individually.
Foul on Lincoln as Harrisburg had the ball in the left corner. Off the timeout, 2:26, now 2:12 remaining first quarter, a 10-2 Lincoln lead. And that foul, I believe, was on DeGroat, his first. Again, Lincoln's leading scorer from last year's squad, and 18 points to lead the way in Game 1 for the Pats on Friday. Harrisburg inbounding underneath. Left corner, it goes to Larson. He dribbles to the wing, bounces it near the timeline, back far side to Anderson, the point guard, and Harrisburg will kind of set things up. 2 minutes remaining first quarter, down by 8. Tigers have not scored in about 5 minutes. Man-to-man Lincoln defense. Right wing Larson bounces it to the right block. Moving, spinning around Krempke's. A 4-footer missed off the back iron from Van Horsen off the bench. Lincoln rebound. Patriots right to left. Schaefer had the ball picked away from him by Anderson. Got the steal, brought it across. Deep back left. Cross court. And now into the corner it goes. Good ball movement. 3 ball short from Larson. Painter had the hand in the face. Rebound goes to Lincoln for Tier, who brings it down. Behind the back dribble, Tier spinning mid-post. Jumper is good from 10. Isaiah Tier off the bench. It's 12-2 Lincoln, an 11-0 run.
Yeah, great job by Tier. He got the D glass and just took it himself in for that basket.
1:10 remaining first quarter. Tigers mightily struggling on the road. First game of the year. New 5. New 10, really. In the left corner, a bounce pass now to the left block. And again, Van Horsen, good big man moves, but he can't finish from point blank over Krempke's. In and out. And the rebound goes to Luke Krempke's. Awesome defensive end for Lincoln's football team. And going to South Dakota State next year. I think they're pretty good at football the last time I checked. Patriots dump it inside to Krempke's on the right block, trying to move around Van Horsen, and draws the foul on Van Horsen, who is a lineman for the Harrisburg football team. So with 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Lincoln up 12-2. Here's a look at that move that got Krempke's to the line on Metro Sports TV.
Yeah, great head and shoulder fake by Krempke's to get the defender off the floor. And Lincoln right now just executing at a high level on both ends of the floor. Offensively, they're getting paint touches, drives, sharing it well again. And defensively, they've just been suffocating, holding Harrisburg to just 2 points.
Krempke's swishes the first free throw. He was 7 of 11, 64% last year, all of last year. Played sparingly, and in Game 1, he was 5 of 6 on Friday against Washington. If he sinks this, it's a 12-point lead for Lincoln. And it hits the front of the rim, the iron, teeters on the rim, and goes through. It's 13-2. Lincoln with the lead. That's Krempke's first 2 points. Harrisburg, pull-up jumper, right elbow, bobbles right on home. Nolan Kroll was certainly tired of the Tigers being off the scoreboard. 14-4, their first bucket in about 6 minutes. And now Lincoln has the shot clock off with 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Spaced out all over the half court. Harrisburg in a man-to-man. Brody Schaefer just dribbling between the circles at midcourt. Waiting for the play to get going at the 11-second mark. Now he gets a screen from Krempke's, dribbles right, then dumps it all the way to the left wing. Picked up, no pull up, left elbow. Got it with 5 seconds remaining. 16-2 Lincoln. Harrisburg inbounding, 2 seconds remaining. And a beyond half-court heave at the buzzer hits the shot clock. And Lincoln flexes its muscles. A 16-4 lead after 1 quarter of play over Harrisburg. Second quarter, 1 minute away on Fox Sports 98.1, Metrosports.tv, and DakotaNewsNow.com.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you, and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. Avera.org/careers.
Experience it all. Follow your academic and career goals and your love for the arts, music, and competition that thrills you. Learn from award-winning faculty and in classes where you are more than a number. Build lifelong friendships at game day experiences and in student organizations for all interests. At Augustana, you don't have to choose. Live and learn in the heart of South Dakota's largest city, where job opportunities, networks of professionals, and a hometown feel await you. Find your bold at Augustana University.
The Lincoln Patriots at Lincoln High School, leading Harrisburg 16-4. A look at a statue of Abe in the concourses of Lincoln High. In the gymnasium, it's about half full tonight. Adult section 3/4 full. Student section on the other side about a quarter full. It's a Christmas night, the Santa hats and red and green sweaters for the Lincoln students. Harrisburg down a dozen to start the second quarter, left to right against a man-to-man. Totally new rotation of players from last year's team, new starting five. Their starting five is back in. Bounce pass to Aiden Costain on the right block, moving, backing in, and turning around on Kremke's, nailing it from 2 feet. We've had a lot of one-on-one big men play already in this game, and Costain has struggled, but he now has 4 points.
Yeah, and they need to keep getting him the basketball. He had really good looks in the first quarter, and he's going to make more of those than he misses.
16-6 Lincoln lead in ball. John Gaskins with Brad Newitt and the intrepid Metro Sports TV crew. DeGroat left wing, shot fake on tap, drives right by him, then past Costain, hangs the right hook, no. Got his own rebound right block, put it on the deck, a jump ball whistled as Costain was battling for it with DeGroat. And the possession arrow remains with Lincoln. Patriots, the number 2 ranked team in the second media poll, top 5, South Dakota AA, after a 10-point win over Washington on Friday. Inbounds under the hoop to Grote to the right wing. Erickson drives in, got it, hanged it from about 4 feet away over his defender, Kroll. Nice slash, 18-6, Lincoln the lead.
Yeah, Sam Erickson didn't score in the first game for Lincoln, but he's going to be a big part of their offense this year.
Costain glided down the lane in traffic, missed the left-hander. Rebound, tipped back up to the top of the key. Kroll, wide open three, rim and glass, no. DeGroat the rebound. Lincoln bench, especially Hanneman, the head coach, wanted to foul. Long lob, Schaefer the alley-oop to a baseline cutting Edison Knoll, just kind of tipped it in. Beautiful play. Brody Schaefer plays like a quarterback, go figure. And it's 20-6, Lincoln the early lead. Knoll's first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, it's been an impressive performance by the Patriots so far.
Another drive in traffic down the lane, a left-handed finger roll missed by Larson, rebound Lincoln. Erickson across half court, up to Kremke's, nobody's in front of him, and he knocks it in. Tap came flying in to defend it, but too late. Scott Langrock wants another timeout. 22-6, Lincoln the lead. 6:14 remaining second quarter. 30-second break, so we'll keep it right here. And wow, do the Lincoln Patriots look stellar tonight.
Yeah, they're getting defensive stops, okay? And when you get defensive stops and get the defensive rebound, which is Lincoln's doing a great job of that too, it gives you these transition opportunities. So Lincoln's been able to get out and run, and right now they've got 22 points, and they're doing exactly what they did in the last game. They're sharing it well, getting everybody involved in this game offensively. You see our replay here on Metro Sports TV. I mean, just a beautiful pass there between Knoll and Schaefer, two guys who had a lot of connection on the football field this year, too, and they could carry it over to the basketball court with a nice play there.
I mean, for a sophomore, heck, if he were a senior, Brody Schaefer was just an alien playing quarterback this year for Lincoln. It was just astounding to watch him play most of the way. Big bombarding passes early in the season, then became more of a running threat later on, and the Patriots back-to-back state champions. Off the timeout, Harrisburg from the left wing. Just a nice drive right to the rack and almost unimpeded. Nolan Kroll catches the Lincoln defense. A little off guard, 22-8. Lincoln the lead. Nice timeout for Scott Langrock to get points on the board. And now we're inside 6 minutes to go, first half. Harrisburg staying in the man-to-man. Schaefer top of the key. Erickson, long three right wing. That is way long. It is saved by Knoll on the left baseline, but right to a Tiger. And so the Tigers bring it down left to right. Costain, top of the key, took a pass, went down the lane. Left-hander leaning in, missed point blank. Tipped around, rebound Schaefer on the deck with tap. And a foul whistled. And it's going to be on Isaiah Tapp for Harrisburg. So Lincoln gets it back. Up 22-8. 22-8, 5:25 remaining first half.
A thing that impresses me too, John, about how Lincoln's playing. I mean, they're playing with a lot of intensity. They're a scrappy team right now. They're not looking at that scoreboard and that they have a big lead. They're really keeping their foot on the gas.
Schaefer dribbling to the left wing, back up top. Erickson funnels it down to Kremke's left block, launches a pass to the right corner, and Knoll got it going up, but then momentum as he came down thwarted him out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they got a foul on Harrisburg. Said he got pushed out of bounds.
Okay.
As we look at the replay here on Metro Sports TV, what a save there by Knoll, though. I mean, it was like a circus catch with one hand. He kept both feet in like a wide receiver and then did get knocked out of bounds by the defender.
5'11", went up the elevator. I mean, he was a safety the last 2 years. He got a few interceptions. He knows how to haul in some material when it's hanging up there in the air, and it's not exactly the easiest catch. So that's Harrisburg's second team foul. Brody Schaefer driving all over it down the left baseline, missed the reverse. Costain, who's met him at the hoop, got the rebound. Tigers already have it in the right corner. Back down the lane. Anderson, weird, wild spinning motion, missed it. Rebound outlet from Knoll to Justin Bilal underneath. Had the ball stripped on the home run attempt.
Yeah.
And Lincoln will get it. No foul for Harrisburg. Good defense getting back by the Tigers.
Yeah, wiped the easy basket away and took what would have been an amazing assist off the board, too, because Knoll put the pass right where it needed to be for the Patriots.
Patriots still up 22-8, 4:40 remaining, second quarter. Off the inbound underneath. Right wing three on the way. Bilal off the left rim and glass, and a nice haul in by Larson for the rebound for Harrisburg. Quickly bringing it down, Kroll. Lincoln sets up in the man-to-man defense, up by 14. Anderson had the ball stripped in the backcourt from Tier, recovered. Tier tips a pass toward Costain in between the rings. Costain puts it on the deck now at the top. He'll just decide to take a three with DeGroat's hand in his face. Rim glass miss, and then a rebound underneath for Knoll for Lincoln. Ball in a 14-point lead right to left. Painter down the right side of the lane, and he hangs it up off the side of the backboard. The ball rolls to the top of the key where Knoll picks it up to Painter left wing for three. Face guarded, short, to the free throw line. Knoll picks it up again. Lincoln gets a third possession. Tier puts it on the deck after a little fake move. Back in between the rings to Knoll. Now Tier, left wing. Bounces it to DeGroat. Double-teamed left block. Up to Tier. Down the left lane. Splits the defenders and lays it in with the left hand. Oh, Lincoln is on a roll. That was, by the way, Bilal with the bucket. 24-8. The Tigers, for what it's worth, I mean, they're getting shots off quickly, and Costain just bolted down the left side of the lane. Got hammered to the deck. And a foul is whistled on Lincoln's Sam DeGroat. So that is the Patriots' leading scorer's second foul. Knoll checks out. Kremke's in for the Patriots. 3:35 remaining. First half, 24-8. Lincoln the lead. And Kroll will inbound it for Harrisburg. Underneath their own hoop. Blonde curly hair. Lobs it way in the backcourt, deep side. To Owen Siliuson off the bench. Now Costain has it right wing, hands it off to Gibbon, also off the bench. And the Tigers eating a little clock now, down to 20 seconds. Now Gibbon slashes free throw line, turns around, draws a foul. Tried to fadeaway shot on Sam Erickson. He's whistled for the push, and that's Lincoln's second team foul, but it's on the shot, so the Tigers get to shoot some free throws.
Well, Harrisburg will take any opportunity they can to get some points here. It's just been tough sledding the entire night. And credit Lincoln for that. I think the Patriots have contested shots well with their size and have communicated well on the defensive end.
Gibbon missed his first free throw. Second one off the back iron. Kremke's leaped up to get it but fell down with Costain right behind him. Lost it. And Lincoln does pick it up. Painter picks up the mess. And so here come the Patriots, right to left, up by 16 with 3 minutes left in the first half. Another great move by Tier from the right corner, slashed in the lane, missed the point blank, though, as the Harrisburg defense got there. They got the rebound, outlet to the right wing. Now they'll set up their offense as they go left to right against a man-to-man. Kroll left wing, lobs it to Costain, left of the lane. Ball fake, puts it on the deck, drives past Kremke's, can't get a tough angle underneath. Kremke's the board.
Now Kremke's doing a great job playing position basketball down low and defending without fouling against Costain there.
So the Patriots have it right to left. Now 2.5 minutes left. Oh, nice backdoor cut. Lay-in by Erickson off the left hand. Kremke's just left of the key. Waited for the move. Got it at the right time. Easy delivery, 26-8. You can hear the Lincoln. Oh, sorry, Brad.
I was going to say, I can't wait to see the stats at halftime. Lincoln's got to be double-digit assists already in this game.
Yeah, they've got to be shooting at least 60%. Costain left of the lane, tries to dart a pass cross-court. It's ripped off by Erickson. Brings it down, 1-on-2 drive, and got it. Sailing in, nice body control. Just kind of flying in toward the hoop, and Erickson on the layup has 5. 28-8, Lincoln putting on a clinic in this first half. We have under 2 to go before the break. Oh, nice lob pass down the lane. So Costain was left wing. He lobbed it to the free throw line where Gibbon took it, glided down with a nice one-on-one drive, laid it in. 28-10, Lincoln the lead. Patriots moving right to left. Kremke's the big man, left of the key, cross court. Erickson, right of the key, 3, back iron. And it's a long rebound to the right wing, and Gibbon was ready for Harrisburg. So the Tigers have it. Left wing, 3 ball on the way, and down for Kroll. Kroll with 7 to lead all Tigers. It's 28-13, Lincoln.
That was a nice job just spotting up in transition. Lincoln didn't get out to him. One of the few defensive mistakes the Patriots have made.
1 minute left, first half. Erickson, right wing, slashes into the lane, kicks it, left corner 3. Kremke's the big man. Long, it was wide open. Rebounded Tier, though. Tried to funnel it inside to Kremke's, and it's ripped off by his defender inside. That was Larson. Now a 1-on-3 drive, and Costain has to pay for it, but will go to the line off of a foul. He hit the deck again after just trying to just bolt his way through traffic. A pushing foul on Bilal for Lincoln. So Aiden Costain, man, this is going to be a kid who's going to be happy to have a halftime rest.
Yeah, I mean, he is taking a beating. And, I mean, there's been fouls called, but, I mean, he's just having to play against a lot of physicality, and Lincoln's throwing a couple different guys at him. He's been a warrior out here for Harrisburg, though. He's trying to do everything he can to keep his team in this game.
First free throw off the back iron, though. Neither team shooting free throws well so far. Lincoln with a 28-13 lead, 48 seconds remaining in the half. Second left-handed flick from Costain, front iron glass and in. And so Costain checks out. Well-deserved break, comes early. 5 points for the Tigers. Lincoln was up 28-8. Nice little 6-0 run for Harrisburg. Patriots led 16-4 after 1. They have had the lead the whole way. Actually, it was, I believe, 2-1 Harrisburg. Left corner 3 is wide open for Erickson. That's a First Dakota three-point make for Erickson, his second of the game. He has 8, and it's 31-14 Patriots. Shot clock is off. Harrisburg has 20 seconds to work with. And the Tigers have players spread all over the court, mainly from wing to wing. Right wing is Anderson. Nolan his face, back up top. Kroll dribbling, left 3, 2. Kroll has to lean in, has his shot blocked at the buzzer by Justin Bilal, and a fitting end to the first half for the Lincoln Patriots. They dominate Harrisburg 31-14, Brad. Just playing awesome ball on both ends.
Absolutely. They've been dialed in. The defensive effort there by Lincoln was superb. I mean, really shut down Harrisburg, and then I love the way Lincoln was sharing the ball offensively in that first half.
It was a quick first half. We're okay with that. We'll have halftime, some stats, and a look at some scores from around South Dakota high school hoops on a Tuesday night. 31-14, Lincoln at home over Harrisburg on the simulcast. The Avera Health Game of the Week, Fox Sports 98.1, Outlaw Channel 13.2, Metrosports.tv, and DakotaNewsNow.com.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, The next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you, and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. Avera.org/careers.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Your time is valuable.
You shouldn't have to wait for the weather forecast.
That's why the First Alert Weather Team is giving you weather every 5 minutes in every newscast.
Every 5 minutes in the morning?
Every 5 minutes in the evening.
And every 5 minutes on the weekends, too.
Focusing on the weather that affects you.
You'll always get the First Alert so you can plan ahead.
First Alert weather every 5 minutes. Only on Dakota News Now.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
KWSN.com. John Gaskins with Brad Newitt. It is Lincoln 30-14. The Patriots come in ranked number 2 in the state, 1-0. It's early, but man, they look worthy of a number 2 ranking anytime, any year, just the way they are playing tonight against a very green Harrisburg team with 5 new starters. But man, that was a clinic in the first half, Brad.
It really was. I thought Lincoln was very dialed in, and especially on the defensive end. I mean, to hold a team to 14 points is really hard to do. And yeah, Harrisburg had some looks that they're probably going to make, a few that they didn't. But for the most part, they didn't get a lot of clean looks at the basket. And the also impressive part of that is, Harrisburg struggling shooting the ball just 6 of 23. But they only had 2 offensive rebounds on those 17 missed shots. And so Lincoln controlling the glass. And that gave the Patriots a lot of opportunities to get out and run. And I think we saw how good Lincoln can be on the open floor with their passing ability and the athletes they have out there. I mean, it was a freight train, quite frankly, that Harrisburg just couldn't get slowed down.
Yeah, again, Lincoln already with a game and a win under its belt, 65-55 over a decently experienced Washington squad on Friday night to open the season, while Harrisburg's opener at Yankton was postponed. And you mentioned offensive rebounds off of missed shots. Yeah, Harrisburg 6 of 23, just 2 offensive rebounds, 10 overall. Lincoln has 25 rebounds to Harrisburg's 10. Patriots are 13 of 29 from the field, 8 offensive boards off of 16 missed shots. That's an O board off of every other missed shot. Pretty good. 45% from the field. Lincoln just 2 of 10 beyond the arc. Harrisburg is 1 of 7 at the line. Harrisburg really struggling, 1 of 5. The Patriots are 3 of 4. Individually, Sam Erickson leading the way for Lincoln. He has 12 points off of 5 of 9 shooting, and he has a couple of 3-pointers in that mix. And meanwhile, 4 points apiece for Kremkes and Knoll and DeAndre Painter for Harrisburg. The Tigers led in scoring by Nolan Kroll's 7 and then Aiden Costain's 5. Some highlights right now if you're watching on metrosports.tv. If you're listening on the radio later on, these games are on demand, full games. You can watch them, metrosports.tv or the YouTube channel for Metro Sports TV. High school basketball scores from around AA ball. Boys tonight. 4th-ranked Sioux Falls, Washington, off that loss here at Lincoln on Friday, leading Yankton 22-20, 2 minutes remaining before half. Top-ranked Mitchell leading Watertown 28-16 at halftime. And Huron and Brookings either yet to tip off or yet to report their score. Meanwhile, girls AA hoops, Washington rated number 2, doubling up and beyond doubling up Yankton, 43-21, end of the first half. I'm from Nebraska. That's more than half, right? 43-21. Harrisburg leading the Lincoln girls, 22-14, over at Harrisburg, while Brandon Valley leading Jefferson, 24-14 at halftime in girls hoops. And again, a big one tomorrow, or Thursday, I should say, when Brandon Valley, all of a sudden rated number 3, will take on O'Gorman. That's a Thursday night game, neither on Metro Sports or the radio. We've got some NFL football on Fox Sports 98.1 on Thursday night. But on Friday, we've got a doubleheader on all of these outlets. O'Gorman at Jefferson, girls at 5:45, the boys to follow. 2-minute break, and we're back for the second half from Lincoln, where the second-ranked Patriots lead the Harrisburg boys 31-14 on our Avera Health Game of the Week. Fox Sports 98.1, Metrosports.tv, Outlaw Channel 13.2, and DakotaNewsNow.com.
Touchmark at All Saints, you're going to be surrounded by history.
When you drive up to our community, you are impressed by the beautiful campus all around. This community is a combination of the old and the new. The old on the exterior, but your apartments are impressive. I've never been so pampered in my life.
So it's the combination of both the history and modernization that makes it fun and enjoyable.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Experience it all. Follow your academic and career goals and your love for the arts, music, and competition that thrills you. Learn from award-winning faculty and in classes where you are more than a number. Build lifelong friendships at game day experiences and in student organizations for all interests. At Augustana, you don't have to choose. Live and learn in the heart of South Dakota's largest city, where job opportunities, networks of professionals, and a hometown feel await you. Find your bold at Augustana University.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you, and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. Avera.org/careers.
1. And ever since then, it's been all Patriots. Lincoln at one point led by 20, and they're celebrating a great basketball game. The boys' state soccer championship team recognized at halftime as well. Start of the second half. Harrisburg down 17 as they go right to left. Oh, a nice pass inside, slashing from the corner into the lane. Anderson, a point guard, moving off the ball. We talked about off-the-ball movement that Scott Langrock was looking for. It's 31-16. So the Tigers score on their first possession. Here's Lincoln's first of the second half. Patriots have Erickson left baseline. Kremke's quick ball movement. Top of the key to Grote for 3. Knocked it down. Anderson couldn't close in time. You do not want to Grote open. That's a first Dakota three-point make, and it's 34-16. Lincoln with the lead. DeGroat last year, 12.5 points a game, 41% from beyond the arc. And he got off to a great start on Friday. with 18 points to lead the Patriots in the win over Washington, 7-11 from the field. Nolan Kroll has been warming up slowly but surely. He just knocks down a right elbow jumper that was wide open for Harrisburg, 34-18, 1 minute into the second half. And now the Patriots have it, passing it around the arc. Brody Schaefer, the sophomore, right at the key, up top to Erickson. Step back three is good from deep. Kroll gave him the space, and Erickson has his third three-pointer. And now he has, on my ledger, 11 points, and it's 37-18, although 15 on the scoreboard.
15. Another First Dakota three as Lincoln is catching fire from the arc.
The Tigers have it on the right baseline, a drive-by tap, stops, and then just hoists it up with the right hand over a late-arriving DeGroat on the right block from about 6 feet. Made it. It's 37-20. I'm just going to try to stop keeping score myself. Look at that board as the Patriots move it left to right against a man-to-man. Schaefer, no-look pass mid-post down to Kremke's baseline from 8, wide open as the attention sucked in on Schaefer. Kremke's now has 6. It's 39-20, Patriot lead. 2 minutes into the second half. Costain backing in on Kremke's left block. Missed it. Kremke's misdirected. The ball flies around. Picked up by Schaefer. Saved it from going out far side right wing. Threw it back to DeGroat. Up ahead to the right corner, Kremke's. Back up top, DeGroat. Hot potato, no left wing. Lobs it inside. Kremke's puts it on the deck. Nice move underneath on Costain. Misdirected, but got his own board, shuffled it back out. Knoll on the left wing. A fresh 35 or a fresh 20 for Lincoln. Erickson for 3 left wing. In and out. Rebounded by Larson. Hands it off to Anderson, and Harrisburg right to left. 5:20 remaining in the third, down 39-20 at Lincoln. Tigers taking a breather for a second. Kroll in between the rings, left corner. Larson thought about a pass down low, back up top to Kroll. To Anderson, right wing, spinning in. Now fading away on Knoll, right elbow pull up. Missed it off the back iron. Erickson the rebound for Lincoln. Under 5 to go in the third, up 19. What a beautiful no-look pass up ahead, but a little off. Lincoln showing off a little bit, and for the most part, their athleticism is working for them. That one, Erickson going for a little flash, didn't quite work.
Yeah, Lincoln's going to, they're going to have a few turnovers because they make some really crisp, sometimes difficult passes.
Yes.
They'll pay off sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think, if you're their coach, Luke Hanneman, you've got to live with a few of those turnovers knowing that a lot of them are going to end up connecting.
So Harrisburg the ball, down 19, 4:40 remaining in the third. Costain on the deck, left elbow, now trying to just move his way down the lane, backing on DeGroat, who's whistled for the foul on the way up. So DeGroat, who had 18 on Friday, held to 6 in this game. Now he has 3 fouls. It'll be interesting to see if Luke Hanneman keeps it in. It's a 19-point Lincoln lead. Not a lot of risk to taking him out at this point. Costain, the left-hander, first free throw. Front rim glassing out.
I like what Costain's done in the low post, though, for Harrisburg offensively in this game. He's been aggressive, physical, and there, like you say, you get DeGroat in foul trouble for Lincoln a little bit, and he does go out of this game, so Lincoln losing one of their best offensive players now to the bench.
Erickson also checks out. He has a nice laugh with some teammates. Might have been about that attempted no-look on the other end. Costain drills his second free throw. He's 2 of 4 on the night, has 6 points, 39-21 Lincoln lead. 4.5 to go third quarter. Off the bench for Lincoln, Isaiah Tier. If you're watching, number 3, he's popping through your TV set every time he has the ball. He has it in the right corner. Costain trying to guard him. Bounce pass to the left block. A nice bounce pass to Painter down the lane. No one accounted for him. And Painter lays it in easily. 6 off the bench. 41-21. Lincoln has tied its biggest lead of the game. At 20, Costain, nice one-on-one move, slashed from the left wing, and then hung it up with a left-handed hook over his defender, Lucas Honor. So Costain with back-to-back points. Down the floor, 41-23. Harrisburg gets a steal in the backcourt. Anderson, 1-on-2 drive around Tier, and draws a foul on Tier as Tier falls backwards onto the floor. And so Anderson will go to the line for Isaiah Tier, a 6'3 senior guard. It is his first foul.
Well, there just hasn't been enough of that for Harrisburg in this game, and by that I mean defensive pressure, force a turnover, give your offense a chance to get out and run and not have to go against Lincoln's set half-court D, and that could be a recipe here for the Tigers to try to claw into what is now a 17-point deficit.
Anderson makes his first free throw attempt of the night and then swishes his second of these two. He has 4, and it's 41-25. Lincoln over Harrisburg. Patriot ball left to right. Tigers staying in the man-to-man. Painter between the rings. Out left wing. 3 ball is on the way. Bilal, no. Long. Rebound Costain left of the lane. Lincoln gets back. Harrisburg trying to chip into this lead, and that's one way to do it. Just draw a backcourt foul as you're dribbling around. And Tier with back-to-back fouls. And so Harrisburg will get the ball on the near side just in front of the scorer's table. 3:30 remaining third quarter. Lincoln at one point led 16-4 after one, 28-8 mid-second, 31-14 at the break. It's 41-25 at the moment in front of about a half-full gymnasium. Top of the key, Anderson, 3 ball on the way, well guarded by Schaefer, in and out, rebound, Tap got it, lost it on the deck, now 4 bodies are there, 2 from each team, it's a jump ball. Costain trying to wrap his arms around that while Tier hovered over him, and the possession arrow goes to the Lincoln Patriots. 3:13 remaining in the third, 41-25, Lincoln lead over Harrisburg.
Now, there's been no backing down either of these teams. They've been playing very scrappy and competing. Exactly what you want to see in a high school basketball game.
It's been entertaining. Not very close, but entertaining. Double teamed near the timeline. Painter has to have Coach Luke Hanneman bail him out with a 30-second timeout. He had 2 Tigers, including Isaiah Tapp, just lording over him. And so a quick break for Lincoln with 3:04 remaining in the third and a 41-24 lead for the Patriots. Again, high school hoops, a doubleheader Friday night. We're going to look at both the girls and the boys from O'Gorman and Jefferson.
Yeah, that'll be great to see where those programs are at for sure. We had Jefferson on last week against Roosevelt. Their boys, great win there on the road, and now they'll host the Knights. And it's going to be a tough stretch there. Jefferson plays Brandon Valley on the boys' side Thursday night. Yeah. Got to turn around and play O'Gorman on Friday. So tough back-to-back games there for the Cavaliers. But I like what Harrisburg's doing here in the second half. They said, hey, we're not going to just sit back now and let this just continue to happen. They put a lot more pressure. They're trying to deny passes. They're taking some chances defensively, and it's paid off here.
Off the timeout, Lincoln moving left to right in the half court. Schaefer left wing, lobs it into the corner where Bilal dribbles it back up top and hands it off to Schaefer. Schaefer gets a screen. Costain meets him. Then to Bilal left wing inside the arc, back out to the arc. Tier driving the baseline down to 3 on the shot clock. Painter left wing. And Schaefer's three-pointer blocked by Isaiah Tapp, and the Harrisburg Tigers get the stop. 16th year coach Scott Langrock onto the floor clapping for his squad. Very young squad. 5 brand new starters. 94% of the scoring from last year's 20-win third place in the state team gone. And so he'll take little victories like that wherever he can get it.
Yeah, that was their best defensive possession of the night. No question about it.
Lincoln leading 41-25. Harrisburg ball, 2:30 remaining in the third quarter, near the near sideline. A tie-up as Anderson and Painter and the whistle's blew. Here's what was happening on, okay, so
yeah, they just ran out of real estate over there, and I think, really ultimately they traveled. The player with Harrisburg had the ball, fell down with it.
So the Patriots had a chance to extend a 16-point lead, but a pass toward the mid-post from the left wing is tipped. But Schaefer picks it up, drives, is blocked by Costain, and Harrisburg gets the ball right to left. Another big defensive stop. Tigers down by 16. Shot fake Anderson left wing, bounces it inside. Costain spinning and drawing a foul on his way up. Left of the hoop from about 5 feet on Bilal for Lincoln. 2:08 remaining, third quarter, still 41-25 Lincoln. We've been stuck there for almost a couple minutes. And for Bilal off the bench, that is 2 fouls. Costain to the line where he is 2 of 4 tonight. And the lefty swishes his first attempt.
Well, Costain's just continuing to be very physical and aggressive inside. And Harrisburg has come out here in the second half and just played with a lot more spirit and fight and just like, hey, we didn't like the way that first half went. We're going to at least ratchet up our intensity and effort even more.
Costain's second free throw short. He stays at 9 points, and DeGroat back in for Lincoln. 3 fouls, sat for a few minutes of this third quarter. He's in along with fellow starter Edison Knoll. And then a 3-ball long one. Erickson drills it to First Dakota. 3-point make from the left wing. Erickson has 4 of those. 14 overall, and it's actually 18, and it's 44-26, Lincoln the lead. Costain back to the basket right of the lane on to Grote. Throws it back to the right wing, back to Costain. Still right of the lane. Up to Tap at the top, through 2 Lincoln defenders. Finger roll is in there. What a great move for the long arms of Isaiah Tap. 44-28 Lincoln.
Yeah, Tap's one of those players. You watch him play, and you know he's got a high ceiling, and what I mean by that, he's got a lot of room for improvement.
DeGroat caught a pass while going down the lane from the right of the key and drew a foul through some traffic, and it is on Creighton Gibbon, a junior guard off the bench for Harrisburg. So Sam DeGroat, MVP of last year's Lincoln squad, according to his teammates, swishes the first free throw. 18 points to lead the way on Friday.
And that was because of how much he improved last year, right? I mean, he just had a huge growth last year as a sophomore and is expected to do a lot now in this junior campaign.
Made both of his free throws, has 8 points, 46-28 Lincoln the lead, 1:10 remaining in the third quarter at home against Harrisburg. Patriots rated number 2 in the state. Long 3 off the screen, in there, top of the key. Nolan Kroll has his second tray. A First Dakota 3-point make, and it's 46-31. Other side, Erickson, left of the key, drained it. Another First Dakota 3-point make.
It's raining threes, man.
You're sponsored by a bank. We got a lot of ka-chings going on here the last minute or so. 3 trays in a row, a trifecta of trifectas. Back and forth, 49-31 Patriots. And another long 3, Anderson way off the mark, left, hits the glass. Long rebound, free throw line, no for Lincoln, and in transition, Anderson fouls him, trying to prevent the fast break. Just beyond the timeline. So with 31 seconds remaining in the third, it's 49-31. Second-ranked Lincoln the lead, and that's the first foul tonight for Caden Anderson, Harrisburg's starting point guard, in his first varsity start. All 5 of these Tigers starting their first varsity start. So Patriots have the rest of the fourth quarter to work with. Down to 20 on the game clock. No shot clock. Brody Schaefer looks very much like his older brother Tate. Helmet of hair. Dribbling in between the rings, looking for the screen from DeGroat, dribbling right of the key. Painter right wing, down to 8, down to 7. Painter driving the baseline, reverse, no, hit the deck, and drew a foul. 5.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. DeAndre Painter has showed a little something off the bench tonight, Brad.
He has, and that's the other thing that's been impressive with Lincoln is they've gotten contributions from their bench players. Tiers had some good play as well for Coach Hanneman off that bench, and he likes his group of 8 in his rotation. You can tell.
That was the second foul on Caden Anderson of this game, and Painter makes his first free throw of his varsity career. He has 7 points off the bench tonight. Costain to Harrisburg's bench. Erickson out for Lincoln. And Painter ready for his second free throw.
5.5 seconds left. Let's see if Harrisburg can do something here.
And he makes it. 51-31. Tigers across the timeline. 3-2. Kroll had the ball stripped away. Knoll half quarter to beat the buzzer. Oh, that looked pretty good. Just a little to the left. And we have reached the end of the third quarter. It is still all Lincoln Patriots. 51-31 over Harrisburg. The fourth and final quarter, 1 minute away. Our Avera Health Game of the Week. Fox Sports 98.1, Metrosports.tv, the Outlaw Channel 13.2, and DakotaNewsNow.com.
The first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, And they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
From the jump, it's been all Lincoln tonight on a windy Tuesday night in December in Lincoln. 51-31, second-ranked Patriots over the Harrisburg Tigers. Second game for Lincoln after a 10-point win over rival Washington. Now the state's fifth-ranked team. That was Friday. Harrisburg's first game postponed. That was supposed to be against Yankton, so this is their opener. And Lincoln looking like the team that has a little something under their belt. Up by 20 for a good portion of this game, 14-20. And to start the fourth quarter, the Tigers get the ball. They feed it down to Van Horstman, their big man, off the bench, and a pushing foul is drawn. And so Van Horstman will go to the line. Second foul on Luke Kremkes, the center. And Van Horstman, I believe this is the first free throw of his varsity career, and he misses it short. It was 16-4 after one, 31-14 at the break. And so the lead goes from 12 to 17, now to 20. And Van Horstman in and out to Grote, rips the rebound. And here come the Patriots left to right. Sam Erickson leading the way with 21 points for Lincoln off of 5 3-point makes. He is in the game right now. DeGroat has it left of the key. Back turn. Hands it off to Erickson. Erickson on tap. Changing his dribble. Stepping back three at the top. Rim glass, good look, just a little short. Rebound Van Horstman. And so here come the Tigers right to left. 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. 3-ball left wing on the way. Back iron. Rebounded right baseline by Knoll. That shot came in from Owen Siliuson. So the Patriots in their white jerseys and shorts, Columbia blue numerals, red trim. Defended by the Tigers, maroon jerseys and shorts, black numerals, gold trim. Schaefer getting the screen from DeGroat, top of the key, down the lane, through some traffic and lays it in. Nice play. Brody Schaefer's been quiet tonight in the scoring department, his first two. And it's 53-31 Lincoln.
Yeah, that's after he scored 19 points in their opener, had 3 assists. But honestly, Lincoln hasn't needed it. Erickson's really come on, and the Roots have a good game too.
Tigers moving right to left. Tap on the right wing. Up top to Anderson. Lincoln in the man-to-man. Schaefer face guarding on the left wing. And a lob pass is stolen. Intercepted by Kremkes. Just got in front of Van Horstman on the left baseline and ripped it down. So here come the Patriots again, left to right, up by 22. 6:20 remaining fourth quarter. Schaefer looking for a screen from DeGroat again up top. Over to Kremkes, right of the key, handing it off on a weave, and now gliding down the lane, Erickson with the finger roll. Beautiful spacing. Erickson has 23. It's Lincoln by 24.
Now, talking to the coaches, Erickson didn't score in the first game, had a tough night shooting. The ball was 0-6. But they were really pleased with his attitude and how he handled that, and still had 4 assists, and now tonight he's really scored it well.
Van Horstman just inside the left block, tried a nice spin move on Kremkes, but missed the shot. Well defended by the future Jackrabbit defensive end, so Lincoln also gets the rebound and has the ball left to right. Knoll left of the key, screen from DeGroat, dribbling toward the free throw line, thwarted, so he steps back, lobs it inside DeGroat, puts it on the deck 3 times. Oh, a nice move around his defender, lays it in from the hip on the finger roll, off the backboard. 10 points for DeGroat, and it's 57-31 Lincoln, its biggest lead. 5:15 remaining fourth quarter. This is just a matter of formality now.
Yeah, Lincoln's just continued to keep their foot on the gas here in this second half, and Harrisburg had a little burst. They played with some new energy, I thought, in that third quarter, but they haven't been able to sustain it, and that's kind of the sign of a younger team.
10 on the shot clock for Harrisburg. Tap left open for a 3 right wing, in and out, and the rebound goes to Knoll in the mid-post for Lincoln. So inside 5 minutes to go. Patriots up 57-31 and the ball. Left to right. Still a man-to-man Harrisburg. Schaefer left wing, getting a screen from DeGroat to the free throw line, down the lane. Right-hander can't go as he falls down. Late whistle, but DeGroat checked that Schaefer did hit the deck, and the defender whistled for the foul. I believe is tap for Harrisburg. It is, and it's his third. Stops the clock with 4:35 remaining in the contest, and DeGroat does not take much time. Right-handed flick with a white headband. floppy light brown hair. Made it 58-31. So DeGroat, who caught a touchdown pass in the state championship game. He was part of a quartet of excellent Lincoln receivers.
Yeah, that was a big-time catch he had in that game, man, and threw it up to him, went and got that thing.
I got a story about that when we have the chance. 59-31 as the Tigers brought it down. What happened there? Just out of bounds off of Schaefer?
Yep, just knocked it out.
Far side near the timeline. So, a critical point in the game. I mean, Lincoln won the state championship over Brandon Valley, a fourth quarter game, and it was a well-contested, leaping touchdown catch, about a 20-yard throw, and it was such great athleticism. I thought it was Mikey Roach, who wears number 15, and he's the one that usually makes the bonkers catches. DeGroat wears number 18, and I couldn't see the numbers very well for one, but I was just like, that's got to be Mikey Roach. And no, it was Sam DeGroat. And he's even more athletic on the basketball court, obviously.
Well, he's super skilled, too. I mean, that's the thing. He's got the athleticism, the size at 6'6". Nice touch, though.
Yep. While we were going down memory lane, the Patriots got the ball back on a turnover from Harrisburg, and now it went out of bounds baseline underneath Lincoln's hoop, so they've inbounded, and now Erickson takes it all the way back to the circle. 4 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Number 2 Lincoln at home, leading Harrisburg 59-31. And DeGroat has it top of the key, in between the rings, actually. Looking left, then looks right. Painter, deep back right, puts it on the deck left hand, drives it down the lane on Anderson, picks it up, off the glass and in. Hoop and harm, beautiful one-on-one move. This is a kid off the bench, a sophomore, DeAndre Painter, and he now has 9 points.
Yeah, actually, they've got him for 10 up on the board. And, how about the contributions Lincoln's getting off their bench? I mean, we've been singing the praises of their starters, and their starters played at an elite level tonight, but the bench, there's been no drop-off for this Patriot team tonight at all.
Erickson and DeGroat check out, 2 leading scorers for Lincoln tonight. They've combined for 35. Erickson has 23 of them, and DeGroat has 12. Meanwhile, Painter at the line trying to finish off a 3-point play, and it's rim and glass. Lincoln will have to settle for just a 30-point lead. Rebound Harrisburg, 61-31, and the Tigers have it 3:40 remaining. Down the right lane. Nice move by Anderson. Hardly any defense on that whole side of the court, the right side. Just a one-on-one move past Tier. Easy pickings, 61-33.
Now, Lincoln's put a few of their JV players in now, and Coach Hanneman, I can guarantee you, he does not want to see a drop-off in the intensity that's been there for this team tonight.
Painter drives from the right wing inside, then funnels it back into the lane, high traffic area where Bilal has it stripped away and stolen by Larson for Harrisburg. So now the Tigers have Costain right of the lane. Had a shot misdirected by Honor, picked up though underneath. No one was guarding Larson to clean up the mess. Larson lays it in. I believe that's his first 2. And it is 61-35, Lincoln the lead. We're inside 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. It's been dominated this whole game by Lincoln. So the Patriots, kind of saw the top 5 to start the season. We know it's kind of a crapshoot after number 1 Mitchell, the defending champs. And we thought Lincoln, they were 10-11 last year, and they lost, they lost some studs. And they had some waiting for their moment. Here's Bilal, left wing 3 off the front iron, missed for Lincoln. And the rebound battled for by teammates from Harrisburg, David Doe and Aiden Costain. Doe gets it, and the Tigers go right to left. 2:20 remaining in the fourth, 61-35, Lincoln lead, Harrisburg ball. And the Patriots staying in the man-to-man, and a nice strip. So Tier stripped it out of the dribble from Owen Siliuson off the bench for Harrisburg in the lane. Out of bounds baseline. Tier checks out for Lincoln. So does Bilal. And as Brad mentioned, we're starting to go kind of into the third rotation for Lincoln players. Some dudes who are listed on the JV roster. They've earned it. 26-point lead now inside 2 minutes remaining, and some fans starting to head for the exits. Off the Harrisburg inbounds pass underneath. Anderson has it at the top of the key. Shot fake. Doe driving in between 2 Patriots, drawing the foul on his way up on Painter. Hack on the arm. 1:40 remaining, fourth quarter, 61-35, Lincoln the lead. David Doe, 6'1" sophomore guard. We've had a few sophomores on the floor tonight. Some of them have been pretty dazzling, especially DeAndre Painter from Lincoln. First free throw in and out for David Doe.
Yeah, I mean, you look at these programs, and they get a sophomore player that's going to help their team, and is a good player, good athlete. They're going to put him out there, and I mean, case in point with Lincoln. I mean, expecting Brody Schaefer, a sophomore, to basically be their point guard and run this team offensively is put a lot of confidence in him.
Doe makes the second free throw, 61-36, Lincoln the lead. And the Patriots have a free throw line jumper banked home. The bank is open for Spencer Schramm. That gets the entire bench off its feet. 6'6" center, other side, 3-ball left wing is drilled from, I believe that was Larson. Yep, Larson from the left wing. A First Dakota three-point make. There's been a lot of them tonight from both of these teams. 5 of them from Sam Erickson from Lincoln. He's the leading scorer. Will he be our player of the game? The American State Bank, of course. Lincoln got a nice pass from the top of the key, lobbed inside ahead of the Harrisburg defense for an easy bucket, 65-39. The clock is rolling, even though the whistle blew and a foul was called. Do we have running clock in basketball now? We do right now.
Apparently.
I don't know if that's an actual thing that's supposed to happen, but they've been letting it go for the last 10 or 15 seconds. It's a 26-point Lincoln lead. Harrisburg ball off the inbounds. That was off of a foul. And a nice move. So Costain had it inside and a trailer right behind him gliding down from the free throw line. Larson laid it in. 65-41 Lincoln lead. 10 seconds remaining. The Patriots will just dribble it out. And Brad Newitt marches down the stairs to the Lincoln court. He'll have the microphone, and he's going to give us a chance to hear the first-year head coach Luke Hanneman, who just guided the Patriots to a 65-41 win over Harrisburg to move to 2-0. Second-ranked Lincoln has been impressive these first 2 games and led almost wire-to-wire tonight by 12 after 1, by 17 at halftime, by 20 after 3, and 65-41 is the final tally. And we'll have our post-game show on the radio next on Fox Sports 98.1, AM 1230, and KWSN.com. Meanwhile, here on Metro Sports TV, Brad Newitt is getting ready. And he has Lincoln coach Luke Hanneman. You can see it. It's TV. You can see what's going on. Sam Newitt back from Kansas State University tonight, pushing the buttons, making everything move smoothly. Are we ready? Are we ready for Brad? All right. Down to Brad Newitt.
Of the floor, but what pleased you the most about this effort tonight?
I thought it was a selfless effort all the way across the board. It's like guys don't care who's the leader that night. Different guys are going to step up every single night, and they're just happy for each other, and all they want to do is get the win right now. So we got a really good mindset.
To that point, Sam Erickson didn't score for you guys in your first game, and tonight he comes out and has over 20. What does that say about this team, that it might be a different guy every night?
Yeah, it just says that we're versatile in different ways, and we know that different guys can step up for us, and we knew that Sam was going to have a good night. It's just a matter of time, and he showed it tonight what he can do.
How about your bench, too? I mean, your starters played pretty well, but I thought you got great contributions from some of your guys you brought off the bench.
Yeah, you look at DeAndre Painter. I mean, he's a sophomore. Guy never takes a rep off, and whether it was a summer in practice, he's just going 110%. Justin Bilal, super athletic. He can shoot the ball. He can rebound it. He can do a lot of things. And Zay is out there. Isaiah Tiers, smart basketball player. He defends really well, and he knows where to be on the floor. So we have a solid crew in those 3.
All right. Well, your team moves to 2-0. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, Member FDIC.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you, and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. Avera.org/careers.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Your time is valuable.
You shouldn't have to wait for the weather forecast.
That's why the First Alert weather team is giving you weather every 5 minutes in every newscast.
Every 5 minutes in the morning,
Every 5 minutes in the evening.
And every 5 minutes on the weekends, too.
focusing on the weather that affects you.
You'll always get the First Alert so you can plan ahead.
First Alert weather every 5 minutes. Only on Dakota News Now.
And then KWSN. John Gaskins with Brad Newitt. Oh, is that from now or earlier? Wow.
It is from pretty much right now.
A few flurries outside here at Lincoln High School. 65-41. It was snowing three-pointers, especially from Sam Erickson for the Patriots. 65-41, the final score. Lincoln led almost wire to wire. And we have highlights, second half highlights on Metro Sports TV right now. You can see Lincoln's great ball movement. Sam DeGroat, leading returning scorer, knocking down a three. Harrisburg, you liked the way they came out in the second half. Down by 17. They played a little defense. They moved the ball a little better and looked like they got the cobwebs. Well, they don't really have cobwebs. They're a bunch of new players, but they got the jitters out a little bit.
Well, I mean, just look at the shooting percentage. Harrisburg shoots 26% in the first half. They shoot 56% to the Tigers in the second half. So they played with a lot better pace, and I thought on both ends of the floor. It started with their defensive intensity, but in the end, it was just too much Lincoln. I mean, you see the beautiful pass there. The Patriots had 14 assists on 25 buckets, and we heard Luke Hanneman in our post-game interview on Metro Sports TV talk about he loves the unselfishness of this team, and it was on display tonight.
Yeah, it's just it was a basketball clinic for sure. I mean, Lincoln's always, most years, even when they have 500 years like last year, from Robin Burgard to Jeff Halseth, now to Luke Hanneman. It always feels like Lincoln is a team that has athletes that get down the floor fast and can score a lot of buckets, and they certainly did that tonight. And this was a team that shot 51% from the field. They were just 31% from beyond the arc, 6 of 19. So 5 of those 3-pointers out of 6 on the Lincoln squad came from Sam Erickson. Meanwhile, Harrisburg 16 of 41, 39% from the field, just 3 of 13 beyond the arc, and at the free throw line, 4 of 10 for Harrisburg, and for Lincoln, the Patriots were 6 of 7. And big discrepancy was rebounds, 32-23 in favor of Lincoln. And each team had 7 turnovers. You mentioned the assists, Brad. Lincoln had twice as many, 14-7. Individually, our American State Bank player of the game. Tonight was a no-doubter. I mean, Lincoln had several guys that scored a bunch of points. But the one that was doing the most damage, it seemed like in streaks, the second quarter was big for him. Sam Erickson, 23 points on 5 of 10 3-point shooting from the field. He was 9 of 15 overall.
Well, yeah, and he did not score in the Washington game, and he's going to be a big-time scorer for this team. And you saw it tonight. He came out and played with a ton of confidence right away, and his teammates knew he was on. He was dialed in shooting it. You mentioned 5 of 10 from the three-point line, and they did a great job screening for him, finding him. You see these highlights on Metro Sports TV, and he was just unconscious. Sweet-looking left-handed jump shot for Ada Erickson there.
And when he wasn't shooting inside the arc, or outside the arc, he was 4 of 5 inside the arc as well. So we had a big game. Any other stats or any other things come to mind to close this thing out?
Well, again, we saw kind of the recipe here for Lincoln again tonight. It was dominate the glass. They were +9 there. It was share the basketball, 14 assists. And when you do those two things, you become a very difficult team to beat, and Lincoln moves to 2-0 now here on their home floor.
Patriots got 12 from DeGroat, 10 from DeAndre Painter off the bench. Harrisburg led in scoring by Nolan Kroll's 12 and 9 from Aiden Costain. The Tigers will move on to play Friday against Washington at home, while the Patriots are at Yankton on Friday. Brad, it was fun, and it was fast.
Great time.
Yeah, and we're back at it on Friday night on the simulcast on the Avera Health Game of the Week when the O'Gorman Knights visit the Jefferson Cavaliers, and the girls will be on before the boys at about 5:45. We'll stay on the radio for one more segment, some scores, before we send you off into the night on Fox Sports 98.1. And again, you can watch this whole game back on metrosports.tv. For Brad Newitt and Sam Newitt, Sammy's back. Sam Tastad on the camera down low. A fun crew, a fun night. Lincoln 65, Harrisburg 41 on Fox Sports 98.1, metrosports.tv, the Outlaw Channel 13.2, and DakotaNewsNow.com.